Following his return from a 2-week official visit he had paid to Australia and New Zealand, Prime Minister Zoran Milanovic has announced he would be holding a press conference after today's cabinet session. The topic of the press conference has not been announced. The issues to be discussed at the government session, which began at noon, were demining and hydrocarbon prospecting. President Ivo Josipovic today will formally call elections for representatives to the European Parliament. The poll is scheduled for the end of May. Croatia is to elect 11 MEPs out of the 751 that will be chosen at the next elections. According to Health Minister Rajko Ostojić, patients will have to pay larger contributions for specialist medical examinations than has been the case until now, but stressed that the availability of doctors will not be reduced. Speaking this morning to Croatian radio, Ostojić said the move was part of the readjustment of the state medical system to reflect the real costs of medical services. Yesterday, the health minister presented the long-awaited master plan for the development of state-run hospitals that aims to save €52 million over the next 3 years. In Parliament, MPs are debating a proposed law on consumer protection which, among other things, would make it mandatory for retailers to make all prices visible when placing an article on sale. After opposition parties called for a recess to discuss other issues, Parliament Speaker Josip Leko called on all benches to discuss how the parliamentary practice of recess should be used, saying that it would be better for MPs to request the appropriate reports and put forward documents rather than to interrupt parliamentary sessions in order to deal with topics not on the agenda. The so-called Planinska trial involving former Prime Minister Ivo Sanader continued at the Zagreb County Court today. An employee of the bureau that had conducted the assessment of the value of the building in Planinska Street took the stand. Sanader is accused of Planinska Street real estate fraud and the state budget embezzlement of at least 26.4 million kuna. And in sports, Dr. Castle table tennis club players Tomislav Japec, Zeng Dia and Ronald Recep are the winners of the European Super League. The Zagreb-based team had beaten the Khaled Mel team from Hungary 6-1 in the first leg of the finals and had also managed a win of 6-2 in Zagreb yesterday. And the weather for the rest of the day. Passing cloud inland and the northern sections of the Adriatic with light rain in places, mostly in the east. Dalmatia to remain sunny. Light to moderate westerly and northwesterly winds along the coast, turning to strong in the open. Sea calm to a little choppy. Visibility mostly between 10 and 20 kilometers. Afternoon highs to range between 15 and 20 degrees.